I'm Arpita Dupala. I'm a Senior Product Manager in Azure Stack HCI team, and I'll be talking about how to manage Arc extensions in Azure Stack HCI. We will be covering the following topics: Introduction to Arc extensions on Azure Stack HCI, how it works, demo showcasing how to manage extensions via Azure portal, demos on how to manage extensions at scale via PowerShell scripts. Then we'll talk about required Azure-managed extensions on Azure Stack HCI. And then finally, I'll share with you all the resources where you can go to stay up to date with the improvements in this area. When you register an Azure Stack HCI cluster, the servers will be automatically Arc-enabled and provide us the capability to manage extensions like Azure Monitor Agent for Insights, Azure Site Recovery for VM Disaster Recovery, Windows Admin Center, Telemetry and Diagnostics, and remote support. We will be adding more workflows and extensions in upcoming releases. Please refer to our extension documentation to stay up to date. Let's understand how this works. Let's say we have a 3-node HCI cluster. When you register Azure Stack HCI, it creates cluster resource and 3 Arc for server resources in Azure portal by installing and configuring Arc agent on every server. Behind the scenes, HCI service manages the associated Arc for server resources. When you trigger extension installation from the cluster resource, it installs extension on every server of the cluster. And if in future you add another server to the cluster, the server will automatically be Arc-enabled. And all the extensions installed on the cluster will be installed on this new server. Let's see how to manage extensions via Azure portal. We have a registered Azure Stack HCI cluster, and we can see that all the servers are Arc-enabled. Now let's go to Capabilities tab to install Windows Admin Center extension. Let's follow through all the steps to install this extension. Extension installation is triggered. Now let's go to Extensions page. We can see that the installation is in progress. While we wait for the installation to finish, we can see that this view shows me what version of extension it's installing. The value here will let you know when a new version of this extension is available. And we can see by default automatic upgrade is enabled. Let's refresh to see if installation succeeded. Okay, it succeeded. Now, from the settings menu, you can choose to disable automatic upgrade and select the extension version you want to install. And click Save if you want to do manual upgrades. Now, if you want to uninstall the extension, then select the extension and click Uninstall. And then Yes. Let's refresh. The status changed to deleting. Let's refresh one more time. The extension is deleted now. Now let's look at another cluster where we have an extension in a failed state. You can troubleshoot directly from here by clicking in this link. And you can see all the error message in here. Now, let's see how to do at-scale extension management workflow via PowerShell. These are the 3 scenarios which we'll be demoing: installing an extension on multiple clusters, toggling automatic upgrades for all the extensions installed on multiple clusters, and finally, toggling automatic upgrade for a specific extension on multiple clusters. These are just some examples to showcase what is possible. For running extension management workflow via PowerShell script, we would need a management machine which have PowerShell and AZ PowerShell module installed. It should have access to Azure and the environment where your HCI clusters are present. In this case, our demo environment. Now for the demo environment, we have two HCI clusters that are registered in same resource group. The resource group name is enterprise-clusters. Enterprise-class 1 is a 1-node cluster and Enterprise class 2 is a 2-node cluster. For the first one, you can download the sample script from this URL, aka.ms HCI install extension with invoke AZ REST method. Once you finish downloading the script, update your script with your Azure details. The script will install Windows Admin Center extension on multiple clusters in a resource group. This script consists of two parts: script file, install-extension, and the JSON payload file, extension-payload. We have a resource group named Enterprise Clusters containing two registered HCI clusters. We can see that no extensions are currently installed on the clusters. We have already downloaded the required files and updated the script with required values at the beginning of the script. The JSON file is also updated as per the configuration required by Windows Admin Center extension. We will now execute the script in PowerShell. It will install Windows Admin Center extension on the two clusters that we saw earlier in the Enterprise Cluster resource group. We can see that the Windows Admin Center extension is installed on both the clusters in the Enterprise Cluster resource group. Now for the second one, you can download the sample script from this URL, aka.ms HCI toggle extension automatic upgrades all extensions. Once you finish downloading, update your scripts with your Azure details. This script will toggle automatic upgrade for all the extensions installed on multiple clusters in a resource group. This script consists of a script file, toggle extension, automatic upgrades all extensions. We will be disabling automatic upgrades in this demo. We have a resource group named Enterprise Clusters containing two registered HCI clusters. Two extensions are currently installed on the clusters and automatic upgrades are enabled. We have already downloaded the required files and updated the script with required values at the beginning of the script. We'll now just execute the script in PowerShell. It will disable automatic upgrades on all the extensions installed on the two clusters that we saw earlier. We can see that the automatic upgrade is disabled on all extensions installed on the two clusters. Now for this one, you can download the sample script from the URL aka.ms HCI toggle extension automatic upgrades single extension. Once you downloaded the script, update your script with your Azure details. We will be enabling automatic upgrades on Windows Admin Center extension in this demo. Now in our demo environment, we have 2 extensions installed on the clusters and have automatic upgrades disabled. We have already downloaded the required files, updated the script with required values at the beginning of the script. Now let's just execute the script in PowerShell. It will enable automatic upgrade on Windows Admin Center extension installed on the 2 clusters that we saw earlier. You can see that the automatic upgrades is enabled on Windows Admin Center extension. Now let's talk about required Azure managed extensions. These extensions are managed by Azure and they help us in delivering, managing and maintaining essential capabilities without depending on operating system updates and releases. They play a vital role in ensuring the efficient functioning and improved quality of Azure Stack HCI. As a user, you can control the behavior of these extensions through the settings menu. After you register a new Azure Stack HCI cluster and all the servers are Arc enabled, these required Azure managed extensions will be automatically installed. You can see that the automatic upgrade is enabled by default. You cannot uninstall these required Azure managed extensions, but you can manage the behavior of these extensions from the settings menu. For this telemetry and diagnostic extension, the data collection is currently set to basic. You can choose to turn it off or choose to set it to enhanced and click save. Your selection will be honored. Use these resources to stay up to date with extension management on Azure Stack HCI workflow. Thank you for listening.